hell no. Really? That's nice. Go away. Great. Not so much for this phone. Actually, it's not the phones. Yes, got a lot of technology today. By adapters to charge up your phone, and they end up failing within X amount of time. Not even a year, let alone 3 months. Okay, so continuing on Stormblood 4.0, Part 1 of New Game Plus. Time to meet someone who's been juicy. Well, not yet, but we will be. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks for your service, Scions. Hooray! We did things! I see operation has been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several among us Scions ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Our involved. Commander Cab, if I may. My name is Arval Lentius, a half-breed who doubtless tell. I'm here to fight to free Alamigo. For Alamigo, where women like my mother were never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You're a true-born son of Garabania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and aid of the Eorzean Alliance and Science of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received significant training, I will propose General Adon that we draw up plans for assault on Castrum Vadana. Keep saying this place differently. Vadana, Madonna. Then, in the meantime, we'll make the preparations, what preparations we can. Meanwhile, the royal palace at Alamigo. Meanwhile, at the ranch. He's like, ugh, this rattle bores me. He's not lying.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges. save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near-total? Go on.
Like I said, he's not amused.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command.
You're dead.
According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
You didn't say him.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
And you only had 2 days till retirement.
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
That's the thing about being conscripted to survive the Armald. Even though your part of their legion, you're still looked down upon. Right then, I got duties to attend to. Maybe we can assist you with said duties. We're here to help after all. The three of you have been busy, so I understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Oh, God. More branch offs. I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius found Bowser wishes to offer me his assistance. I say, this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you have a passion for aiding the common man. I'm an adventurer, damn it! Aka, I'm a lord of the fetch. In which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time to else, I think it's important that these momentous events are be recorded benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I have in mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, asking them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down the statements in this log, and Galleon, thank you for your service. Now and never ever. Now I remember why I didn't like too much to this. It's like, why am I going here? Why am I going there? I'm like, I want to get out and meet my crazy ex-boyfriend! Why I joined the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was avenge a friend, the Imperialist butcher before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We almost stole in the markets, and the passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel and gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Ouch. Get some of that drink right quick. That's something sharp in my back of my throat. I was like, ooh, what the hell is that? Must be that sandwich I had. Bread was a little bit on the stiff side. Oh, I have another sore throat, which will cause me having a sinus infection, and thus gets me congested, and I'll have a freaking fun day. No. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help to feed some of the refugees one day. I took a leg into the fires. They believed, and there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties sum up. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps. Or maybe amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brother were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans? More where that lot come from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Are you the Icon Slayer? Damn if I know why your brother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Almega, I'll be fighting for the Empire. You're with him or not? If you're with him, you might as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship, if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land, like has not, but that's the choice. But me? I better die here. Oh, you are gonna get promised of that notion real quick. Doggo does not want more water. Well, it is a fiery dog. Can't blame it. Oh, that guy. Have you spoken with the Freedom Fighters, as I asked? Boink! As fascinating as they varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could have not done it better to myself. Many years from now, when the tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Never. Next! What the hell do you? Seeing as I'm in no position to leave the stew pot, Lieutenant, could you go back and ask Tebby for various herbs? 6 springs or whatever he's got in Hampshire for suffice. It's not haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, just as long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Herbs, is it? 6 springs with whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You can take 2 and be glad of it. But that's not the deal! The remainder you have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much bother, though. You were surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. I have changed the arrangement of our bark. Should I be a botanist for this one? Just say it. Oh. The Destroyer. Yes, that's me. So apparently I saw a video of Zeppla comment with Joe Cats, how crap guys is DPS. And I'm surprised she's actually doing pretty well. She was diagnosed positive for Corona. So she don't look that bad. Granted, she had her vaccination, so that's probably helped her out. I think there was one point she actually kind of coughed, but I can't tell because she was kind of laughing at the same time, I guess. But just a really weird laughter how she did it. Ah, there you are. Got the reserves I asked for? Doink. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, sir. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after you were, To answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause, though that might come at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children, more deserving than us. But a man can't find an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and never lose sight of the dream. Dreamer. Speaking of dreamer. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet, nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location? I do not know. Then number 5 in all, there will be warriors. Send them unto me, should you get a chance to find them. Yes. Guess you're a snake. Women. Guess they tails. I don't know. Actually, I just put that in there. I don't know. Be recruit. Okay. I know. I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Yeah. It kind of hits a little bit. Yeah, let's not talk that shit. It won't be the first time Imperials did such things, because usually have half-breeds. Huh? Training? Yeah, I was so busy practicing the impressive hours I completely forgot. Thank you. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied I was by the question of whether Elmigo should be a monarchy or a republic that neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials out from Orlandos, the question is moot. Great, it's Ariage's son. Ish. The teacher calls for me? I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor. You see, and oh yes, of course. There is no time. If you excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of important to disable Magitech armors because that'll laugh your day out. Meanwhile, Nero. Fly, my pretty. Oh, God, damn it. Nero's lost it again. Just saying. Okay, where is this son of Kupo? Because I will find you. Okay, so I'm up. Okay, I'm up. I'm not up enough. I'm up over here. Well, you're screwed, buddy. Get in there. Oh, bugger, you weren't saying about the snake, weren't you? I heard one in 4 recruits living off through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Stop it up, piss ant. Suck it up, cupcake. You're going in. She's gonna go in hard. Tail first. Wait, what? Ah! That's what I thought. Tail deep. Dogobos in the max. Yeah. Our recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Shida. No, I appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a greater approach. If the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job. Yeah, I kinda fucked that up. But to teach. Some say I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. So my is there a boiler breaking? That's worth a resistance fire. I'll support the radiator. Damn it all! Where could they got out? Pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if certain bloody fool had dropped it. I be him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. Not left the reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist area, so it might be there. So as for me, I'll look around and near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I can only just easily find another. But even so, please help me find it. Stop being an asshole! I just want to see my ex! My crazy ex! Trust me, it's gonna get crazy. Alright, yeah. Are you gonna summon Primal? I swear I searched high and low, but it won't just start up. Well, I did get a tank buster back called High and Low. 7 hells, that's the one! That's my lucky ward. You're God's son, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of Fist when she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And then Thera came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Guardians, who care even less for our beliefs. But still, keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture as my mother taught me. Okay. Oh. Switching inside. Stormblood. Crossing the Vandalia. And with that, another task is complete. Callian, I hear you've been keeping busy. And he has, and we thank him for it. Please inform me that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. Wow, they got badass in 1 hour? As discussed, Nargo, I will have you present my proposal for Soul of Castro and Vandalia to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. And are you and yours planning to return to Castro Orleans before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That stands fine to the Nationals. I must consult my private comrades or we depart. Very well, I'll wait for you at the pass. Not too long. I expect the crowd of your still wish to remain here to support the Courageans, but nonetheless, we should go and ask them. No! Bring with us. Not just because I'm a crazy waifu fucking person. Bring with us. I am rather surprised to see people in Ragar. But again, like I said in my previous comments, people have been playing New Game Plus, I guess. I'm not the only one doing this. Is all a miss? I see. That will explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Guardians. For the first time, the Resistance and Alliance shall go on an offensive and attempt to capture Imperial outposts and occupied territory. Personally, I believe it's imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not the choice to be made lightly, nor less on the other's behalf. This is war, and every signer must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Yada. I'm in it to the end. Choice was made for us early on we were born, brother. When the Empire marched on Eorzea, it will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belsar and Von Darnus were but the first to try. So your favor is surprised and I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I'm of course in the same mind. The present situation is untenable and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's primal. I believe we had no recourse but to directly openly intervene. I thought this was a foreign conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed information, then yes, I'm still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served first since first I pledged to serve Master Louis Flaw in the Circle of Knowing. The salvation of yours by any means necessary. That said, I should refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and that was more to come after. I came here from Mephilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with your Stola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Galen, you are... oh, damn. You are, to quote our dear friend Lord Outment, the man who slew Goddess Balsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Yeah, pretty much. Your presence may have proved the difference between victory and defeat. Thanks, you're just calling me OP mine. May look at you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your soldiers, but you, like every son, must decide for yourself. I'll fight the Empire. This is too great of a threat. We can by carrying on, but for those we have lost, for those we yet save. Once there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. Right, Frank, Alfie. This isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. Right there. Well said indeed. There is a lot of references there. Take care, Stola Cryle, and do not hesitate to contact should you require assistance. Please, I will ask you to remain here. My comrade said. Man, I'm freaking yawning. It's not even freaking 5. At least I don't think it is. We should go, or Nargo will leave without us. I persuade you to join us, Galleon, should you wish to give your decision further consideration. Casper Orions will seem at place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure I convince Nargo to wait a little longer. Why? I just gave my answer. Dang it. Like I said, it's not even freaking 5 o'clock and I'm yelling. But again, it's cold in here. Cold is not my resistance check. So you'll be accompanying us? So we're glad I hear it. All set? Excellent. Let's be off. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I come at the Commander Camp's behest to brief you on the latest development at the Reach. Ooh, shit. Oh, damn. Why am I so tired? Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks to a large part of the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we're now able. Yes. Oh, maybe. We are now able to field half a dozen new recruits, with more being trained as we speak. Upgrade complete. Good. I gather comrade is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just, Hi, something on my throat. Wow. Just so, General, he proposed that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castrum Vandal. Castrum Vandal? That would not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we ever push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It's only a matter of time before the Guardians learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. Their Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances, bring every able body, Megan who can wield a weapon. Bibbin, I want Vona watched. Assess his defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know it this once. If there's no objections, General, may we silence Joint Marshal Telpin? By all means, if that is all, let's be about it. Conrad and General are one mind, it seems. Only wish I could say the same while the aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end. What losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, sorry. Jeez. Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about the reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Yeah, about that. Crimson it began. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we don't have the ill fortune to run afoul of Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond Fort East End, just north of Valendon. I'm like, why is my apartment so freaking cold? And I'm still looking at my heater, and it's supposed to be around 62. It's gonna be a cold winter. I think that's what's gonna happen in this area. We haven't had a really bad winter for a few years, so... Well, I don't know. Last year was kind of bad. I shouldn't really say that. Detroit was pretty bad last year. Okay, so this was my freaking Raw Extreme. Because this I couldn't enter because I got in. I was like, yes, I finally fit. Lost connection. And I had to redo it. Not once, but twice, actually. Thankfully, I had to do it twice. But I could access this fucking dungeon for a while. So at one point, I had to just take a break. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll go out. I think I went out to eat or got something quick to eat, and I came back, did some crafting, or leveled up the Red Mage at the time because, you know, I was a big fan of Red Mages in the Final Fantasy franchise. So I was like, screw it, I'll just go level up the Red Mage a little bit. So once I think I got a little later in the night or something like that, then I tried again. It's not to be close enough. We set it for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event of passing patrols drawn upon us or worse. Upon recounting Castle Nirvana, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So I recommend that you set of enough time in the scenes for eternity. Yes. Inevitable. It's definitely a thing.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
Yeah, about that.
Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Relga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Yeah, it's a failed coordinated joint attack.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You!
Schooled his ass.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Well, he did.
Mefred!
Dak.
He'll take you!
Here comes Juicy Butt.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Like, seriously. It's Hannibal Lecter, fucking warrior crack.
7 hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man!
Dak. Yep. Yep.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
You bore me.
Please run!
Yeah, this was the red herring cinematic.
A magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
How? Yashola!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Yeah, when they gave us the cinematic, trailer of what's going to be in Stormblood, and we saw this part, we're like, okay, that doesn't look good with this guy lashing his blade against Yashola, and you see the shield breaking. You're like, that's not a good sign. We freaking lost our minds. It's like, no, our waifu! You can't take that away from us! Hush. And decked. We got our ass handed to us. His Arnvold's okay. Hasn't taken much beating.
Cryle!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall? Aye, sir. Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
What's left of them?
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I need healing.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Even Alphino knows, like, I suck at healing. Who wants Daddy's sword? Reinforcements? It's fine. See to the others.
It's all over now!
Tourists came from nowhere and starting cutting people down left and right. Riverrunners are on the way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Oh boy. Screw it, go. Thank you, Cryle. Anyway, why do you keep targeting other... I only have to change my aesthetic somewhere. These monsters, these people have been... These people had surrendered. It's not too late for others. Let's hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
They took at least another receiver aside. You got it.
Rebel scum!
Who the hells are you? I'm the Warrior Light, bitch. You're lucky you didn't get Carbone Gold. It's more embarrassing.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help.
I need healing.
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
Oh boy.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
I'm really surprised we're using the Void set theme.
As one!
Also, you notice, he's level 70. Whooped our asses. Oh hell, not even father can do that. Yes, damn, man. We have
Give me something to remember.
better put Black in nevertheless. I'm like, why are you walking so slow in RP walk levels? I don't like this. Oh, that hurt me. Because, you know, God forbid, my friggin' credit warrant trans failed. Same Irish treasure. This ends now. Yeah, this is the first time we're like, well, shit, I actually lose? I've been a badass this whole time.
Pathetic.
Yeah, your sword was pathetic. Ow. That hurt. Ugh. Maybe this is a good time to use my physic.
7 hells.
Ralbon, I got my ass handed to me. What makes you think you're able to do this?
Shall we give chase, General? Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir. You all right, lad?
No! I think my pride might have taken a knock. That's what I choose. I was like, yeah, I think my pride just got taken a knock.
'Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Don't you die on me, Ishola! Hold on!
Oh, trust me, I was crying about this.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
I was blowing my eyes. I'm
Alphino,
like, please.
Master Kemp is all yours.
I will quit this game. Kill faster.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Yeah. We were 63 and fighting at level 70. You did well, Galleon. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. I don't think I have this orchestra. If there is one for this one. I don't know. I don't think I have this one. It's really sad. See to the wounded, Galleon. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Ouch. Yeah, see how fucked up the place is now? Manfred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There was nothing I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. I felt terrible. Such devastation! How they found this place out, though. I think they explained it as we proceed further in this part, but... Lago? Manfred? Where are you? Oh yeah, he's kind of blinded. This is... He's dead, isn't he? Manfred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles, so his wounded would escape, have time to escape. His comrades love him for it, of course, though it only made him worry more. Do you know that he sent his men to Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him, and not the cause? Yeah, well, he did. The only life he had was willing to risk was his own, you see. But as I said to the kind of man, he should be a leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kim. There never was. Who stands, who falls, and the heave about, we can but do our best, as he did. If it was, well, we sorely miss, yeah. But because of his sacrifice, many will now live, otherwise would not, and they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that will do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him as well. And Krishna is always catnapping somehow. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault, but we cannot afford to dwell in the failure. As Alphinaud has said, it is those who survive we must think of now. Negro's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials might have withdrawn, but they can return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castorans will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I will have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must send you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take what you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I will assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Supplies. Here's the Hillman. He's in a better place. Sir, Marshal Pippin said you might have something for me. Like, don't be praised. This should be put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the vice marshal will await his orders. Jill and others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Crown. I'll walk us alongside. They'll need protection in case the girl ain't try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so proud that I'll make it the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish, but let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To catch the Marines. We got rocked! Divide and conquer. You saved good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we will not be able to mount an assault on our Castrum or anything else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first, we need to put our affairs in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Marines. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aaron. Pippin has already departed with a unit, has he? Good. We have completed our search for the region in the surrounding area. As far as I can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to speculate Imperius if they quit this place. It would seem he has lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. And more, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool will turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token of force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Marines. We can discuss our path forward there. Because Xenos is freaking a psychopath. He's bored. He wants a hunt. He wants someone to kick his ass. So you have to bend over and say, "Oh, please, hurt me, Daddy." That's what it is. He has daddy issues. Cryo is with Drusilla. She still hasn't woken up, but Cryo says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hope for no more. Let's pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? Yeah, those recruits we have, they're dead! I saw it happen. When the Skull's commander cut down Milfred, a single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garma who did it, it was an Alamegan! Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Thanks to put my pride in check.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
Take the fight the Boma.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
Pretty much.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
So we fight on. Come one way. 7 minutes we're standing. What other twists do we have? Oh, no, let's say. Goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else. I'm quite certain the same can be said about the Doma Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can go and assess the situation ourselves and see what can be done. At least I doubt what good we few can accomplish. I will remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed into these lands to save Eorza and her people from certain doom. Fair souls with an impossible task, and Eorza lives on. Our present mission might not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the magnitude whom we free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Lies, damn lies, and pirates. Where men go as one, there is life, and when there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Arthur is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tartar is. But before we discuss that, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I like it we all make this journey together, someone will need to serve as a liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Ystrola cannot be left unattended, then I shall have his legion remain. Very well. Is she addressed? You know, Alpha, it would be quite clear to just ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose, we will need to look after Ystrola and provide support to Arvald and others. Yes, Alphanode, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return with a gift. Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then. Sister, Kelly, and Lise, gather your things, or for Limsa Lorenzo. We got our ass handed to us! Woo! We suck. Actually, is he actually? Oh no, he's upstairs. And I have to go. I gotta talk to this guy. Part of the Barracudas, I think they were called? Or no. Yeah, I think it's Barracudas. Barracuda. Tori should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going to sea after all. Is Merle leading our pack to the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You're right, and as much as we're traveling by sea, regrettably, it's simply not feasible for an airship to travel such distance without possibly large fuel reserves. To save nothing in the ability of running afoul of Empire's aerial defenses. But then, it is equally feasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us only one other option. Speaking of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present you Captain Kelvian of the Krakens. Why am I thinking Barracudas? Krakens. The Kraken's arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with the pirates. Hey, they're not that bad. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her output. She has never been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, is very solid of discretion. As many well-respected pensioners would attest, from the offices of the Emerald to the high houses of Ishgard. Yeah, he has a thing about the Ishgards. Because his father is the House of Dornair. But the thing is that no one knows this is the son of Dornier. Due to the fact everyone thinks he's dead. So he became as a pirate. Oh, where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it's important that you're aware of certain excruciating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, he came to us knowing us to be the proud providers of said region's finest spices, which he steal from God-fearing merchants out of the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's arms may or not engage is strictly within limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see a considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. And cha-ching just popping her eyes. Well, I, for one, think the captain has a point. The 5 seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul may come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were on Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to the House of Donair vanished at sea. God damn, Tadara, you're a freaking black market blackmailer. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Yeah, pretty much. That's truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament of the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I'm willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Dharma itself. I can take you only far as Kagane and Tagashi. We will require time to procure significant provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Like I said, he's the son of Donier. He doesn't want to go back. It's not like he hates his father. Well, sort of, but he just don't want the duties of the house. And he actually likes the freedom he has as being a pirate, so that's why. Suddenly, all those hours Tartar passed capering at the Forgotten Knights seems rather spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something discerning about the pleasures took in making Captain Carvelian squirm. I said we must heed the captain's advice and tend to our own preparations while they're ready the vessel for departure. Toto and I will procure the necessary supplies. I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Arianja on the recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well. I shall go and speak with them. While galleon at least. I would like to see you return the remnants total and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide will be most welcome. When I have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene at the ferry docks. Agree? Sounds like a plan. Let's go. I don't know. I can't remember if this next part's being asked or not. As in running around like a moron. Well, here we are. I need to talk to lots of people, so I think I'll see you swap. While I was around the House of Spenders, you take the Racing Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? Boom. Got it. Why me and the House Rising Stones? Hey, guy, what brings you to Toll this eve? What? You're for Doma? Heavens, you signs has shown us not but kindness, but never my wildest dreams when I didn't manage to fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under the tyranny, and now we spy an opportunity, the Emperor, dead, Garma, and chaos? Seems the time was right. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation. But when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. So all the kids. What? What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. Hey, you join your Gary and Gogetsu, and the fight fills me with such joy. Forgive my exuberance. You quite information, yes? We of the Nagi clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors have held positions within Doma Council. Even now, it's home to the Imperial Votaries Witch and her host of men in Magitech. To think that we once held the shining symbol of our heritage, and the sea of dear Lord Kyan has become a den for Garlean dogs. You're truly planning to travel to Doma? I don't know what to say. Forgive me. I try to do the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled on the eastern coast of Oathenrod, along the banks of the One River. Our nation will thrive and proud and free. I thought the Garleans came 25 years ago. Until the Garleans arrived. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Okay, your shit sucks now. Ace, where are you? Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older ones I spoke with teach me about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I like to think Eorzeans are just stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially the Iscarians. But anyway, do you know that they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually. Or at least that's what I thought there until you told me I was holding them wrong. And that's when I spoke with the younger Domans. They just rolled their eyes and told me I was all a load of stupid old... Wow. What you learn sounds a lot more useful, unless someone invites us for dinner. Of course, I hope they do. Just like the foods. Yeah, I shouldn't be fucking playing. Right, no point in waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limestone Land, so Alpha said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Alright. Oh, yes, no, yes, no, yeah. Yes. Curious, I guess, miss me. Never mind. You're a return, Galleon. I suppose you learn much from our Doman friends in Revenstol. It'll be good to hear all, so we can wait until we have left port. We will have time to talk about our journey to Kangandi. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand we're ready to depart. Go, bitch! We're ready to go! All set, lad? I'll see you on the ship if so. Board the misery!
Twelve be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Oh yeah, she gets this.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Yoshi P gave us that quote.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Now she's finally a true red mage now.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others, and take care.
It's funny that she gets her sword from her book, but yeah, she learned Red Mage from the Red Mage Guildmaster. Because he mentions, like, oh yeah, there's this little Elzen girl that I had to teach her.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Wow, those look nice quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You're needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water,
Things that shouldn't be there. Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
At least Carmine realizes, like, yeah, not like where this is going. I need you. Condition. Win. And yet wins are dead. And we're being dragged. This ain't right. This ain't right at all. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No, as the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the Sorium engines you have hidden below? Excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them things the lad saw. Things? I don't suppose I convinced you to attempt something more than descriptive. An adjective, for example. Steve Wolf's superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he has ascended to name are the full souls of deceased women who used to lure sailors to their death, aka sirens. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. It is neither the sea nor the weather is responsible, and it's probably a predator entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spite trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have one recourse: to let the current take us where it will, and we'll deal with whatever we find there. Yeah, sure. Wow, thoroughly pragmatic possessions. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. It's for pirates. I assure you the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or island or something else, Lisa and I will remain on the ship to defend in case of attack. Galleon, I believe you would be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the causes of our troubles. Then it's settled. What is waiting us, but we'll rule the day, a real end. That's strange, because there was supposed to be a cutscene, like you saw something in the water, like, Oh, maybe I don't remember any things differently. So, this is the first dungeon of Stormblood, and at the time, we had a shit ton of people here. It was 2 point... I was on my PS4 at the time, which obviously I had to be on PS4 because the PS3 was discontinued during this expansion. And PS4 is not the greatest thing compared to PS5, just saying. But anyhow, yeah, there was a lot of people waiting, and no one was asking for group. And when they were, there was a tanks being dicks. Yeah. My tank was not up to par. I was one level below it because the level cap for this dungeon. I guess that's 62, yeah. I was 61 with it. I was like, fuck, I don't have the level for it. Because I was low on my Scholar and my Summoner first. And my Paladin was falling behind a little bit because I was doing the... It's like I do the main quests on my main jobs, my Scholar and Summoner, and my Paladin was falling behind because, you know, doing the roulettes and shit. which didn't improve the roulettes for MSQ until a little later, which I could have used that so greatly. But, yeah. Tanks were like being dicks, and they're like, yeah, I can give you a group, but you're going to pay me 50,000 gil, or 100,000 gil, or 150,000 gil, depending on how much they want to chuck it in. And trust me, they were actually being assholes about it. But hey, if you want to get those cues in, and you want to proceed the storyline, sucks to be you. So, being as a healer, which honestly, I don't want to be a healer this round, but let's see what happens for TP. Oh god, it's 10 minutes. Instant! Bloody instant! Wow. Okay. Guess we're going as a healer again. That is hilarious. I must say, they did a good... For as a first starter dungeon, they did a nice job. Oh god, so we got a Namazu. And I got a warrior as a tank. So, the Scions are in this setup. Like I said, I actually really like this dungeon just for the atmosphere of it all. Island, dead ahead! All hands, race sprint back. Care to have arrived at our destination. Care to go and greet our host, Scallion? You ran out of my bubble. Wait, do I have X-Cog? Oh shit, I have X-Cog. Okay, I can have to use that. First boss, not that hard. It's one of those type of bosses you gotta stick to its hips, literally. Ugh, this tank is annoying me. Get in my fuck bubble! Ooh, nice build. I'm not talking much. This guy's taking quite a bit of damage from his family is. Ah, he's out of line of sight. Oh, that's why he's taking so much damage. Jesus! He's not full freaking Hemsworth gear. Oh! 210. Oh! Hell, for Christ's sakes, look at my hit points, Ash. I'm 5,000 away from maxing out. I'm like, why is this guy taking so much damage? I'm like, I knew this is kind of a little rough, but now looking at his gear, I'm like, oh. 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 Fuck my life. Okay, who's gonna? That's how it's done, folks. Nice, nice, guys, nice. Good work. Alright. You get away, I can't risk you again, because, you know, they nerfed us. Oof, that guy took a hit. Bye, Governor. Okay, this is gonna be rough on the round edge, so let me in this one. God damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna get on this gear, but you could really use some of that, honestly. Oh, guys. This guy needs to get better gear. $240. Yeah, of course he had to make that requirement. I wish they actually make the requirements a little different. Like, okay, you have to be 240, but you have to be pure 240 of overall. Jeez. That's his first job, too. Oh, he actually stopped it. Nice. Oh boy. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. Thanks for not waiting for me. So this is the first time we ever have the marching mechanic, but trust me, it's gonna get used quite a bit. Retrieve. I might have to get my combinations to the... Ooh, hi, you're getting your ass handed to me. Why? Oh gods, I hate this mechanic. I hate this part. Thing is, the bleed damage doesn't really make it that deadly. Oh, you tricky bastard. Bye-bye. Pop. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got everything out of that whole run. Wow. Excuse me. And thus we vanquished the night.
Thank the 12!
We won't be seeing them.
Everything here would appear to be in order. Good. Repairs should be completed by the time we return to the Misery, whereupon we shall resume our journey without further delay.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
I think I'm going to end it at when we arrive at Kagane. That's it for this episode stream. Because I'm smelling my slow cooker. It's very delicious.
I remember the sea, the smell of the salt, and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane. The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othar, from Doma. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Congratulations! Now you stand in Kagane, the western port of Harashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. This is to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. So yeah, we'll end it right here. A lot of shenanigans happening in Kagane. That's, if I remember last time. So it's gonna be a funny episode, I guess. So see you in the next episode.